Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. Now I am slowly working my way through the DLC here. I've had this game for years, I keep saying this every time I record an episode, but yes, we are now on to the Pebberley Island DLC, which is the second DLC out of the many that have come out for 2 Point Hospital. I really like 2 Point Studios and I think, you know, it's my duty to continue this series because I'd like to actually complete the game fully, get all of those residual achievements and stuff as we go. But we are starting Pebberley Island and that begins at Pebberley Reef. Welcome to Pebberley Reef. Wigbert Wiggy Silverbottom has funded this hospital on the coast of Pebberley Island. Currently, we're not exactly what you would term official. We'll need to clean the place up a bit before the island's medical authorities are willing to recognise this as a hospital and give us a medical licence. Wiggy's using the hospital to make good on all those times he's offered someone a job without thinking it through. For some reason, he thought it'd be a good idea for them to work as our janitorial staff. We won't have access to a pool of highly trained medical janitors. Instead, we'll be able to hire other, random, totally inexperienced people. We'll need to get training or maybe just hire loads of them as Pebberley receives some of the most erratic and unique weather in the county. Alright, so, yeah, we've got to sweep up 100 bits of litter and hire 3 janitors to get our medical license. So let's just have a look. We've got Josiah Studmuffin, in you come, and Clarabelle Rhubarb, and finally, Fliss Fingers. Off we go. Right, we've got a lot of block toilets in the hospital. Yeah, we know, don't worry about that. We'll get this litter swept up. We've already hired our 3 janitors, and I think we can start doing some other stuff here, like selling bits of wreckage. And yeah, all of the other stuff that's kind of here and taking up space, little bookcase in the corner there. Now, one of the things I am doing at the moment is I'm currently obviously playing 2 Point Campus and the control schemes are a little bit different and I'm not used to the fact that, you know, we can't actually buy, you know, like expand plots and stuff, which is slightly frustrating, but, you know, we have to work with what we've got. But yeah, obviously that kind of lends itself to how much of an advancement that actual new feature in 2 Point Campus was. But yeah, we are kind of just getting rid of stuff here. We've got to sweep up the litter. Somebody's waiting for a reception. Do I really want to get one? I don't have a medical license yet. Sorry, we can't have that. Let's okay, fine, we'll put a reception desk in. Right, where can we put this? We will put our reception desk down here for now. And we will hire a nurse, an assistant to work in the reception. Customer service, and motivation. Yes, great, excellent. Right, we now have the beginnings of a hospital already. And as you can see, we have a dodgy toilet here. This isn't great. We're going to just get rid of the toilets here. That will give us a little bit of money coming back in. And now we need to build a GP's office. We also need some staff training. We are just going to build our first GP's office. Where are my blueprints? I definitely have one. That will go in nice and easy. There we go. Prestige level 5 and a GP's office is in. We need to hire a GP to work in it. We will take an unqualified GP to put in there. And once we get some training up and running, that'll be the first port of call, getting those GPs up to level 5. Staff training, we're going to ignore. And yeah, we are good to go. So we have 42 more bits of litter to get, which shouldn't take us too long, and a diagnosis decision. We are going to send them home. I don't want you coming in right now. We are too busy for that, and yeah, we can't do that. Pharmacy required. Okay, we will get you to wait. Let me just see if we can pick up a nurse. No, nobody. We'll grab one who is unqualified and build our first pharmacy right next to the GP's office here. Excellent. Right, that's gone in. And for now, we'll try and only treat those pharmacy patients. So let's get some nice benches in here. We'll go with a purple bench, I think. Just pop those down so that people have somewhere to sit. And we will also grab a couple of drinks machines, just basic ones for now. I don't want to go too gung-ho on the development here, given that we don't know what we're going to do with like money and stuff or what's going to be impacted. Diagnosis decision, we will just continue to send anyone home who we need to get those diagnoses done quickly. We'll get rid of them. We don't want anything that's going to throttle us. This was one of the things that I learned in the last kind of levels that we've been playing, is to not go too hard in the early stages. So we want to build a toilet. I don't actually have a blueprint for it, but that's just because they are kind of residual rooms that I put in whenever I feel like it. Okay, now that the hospital is less filthy, we're legally allowed to call it a hospital. Oh, and start doing medicine and all that. We've also been sent the technology to treat patients with blank look, a disease we're likely to encounter whilst we're on the island. I have definitely encountered a lot of people with blank look in my lifetime. That's the bathroom upgraded. Now, diagnosis decisions. We're going to send these lot home again. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. So we need a cure rate of 70%. We need to train 12 janitors, cure 10 patients with blank look, and water 40 plants. So early doors, we are going to get our first training room in. Now, I actually do have a training room here. We will pop it down there. And then I guess we can hire a couple more janitors. So I assume janitors are going to be absolutely vital to this level. Next step, we are going to quickly, we've got trainees available, we've also got diagnosis decision, we'll just send them home, let's get some training done. We are going to take on no, we want a guest trainer. Can we not bring in a guest trainer? We'll go with maintenance. I assume we're going to need a lot of people to train maintenance, and we'll bring in a guest trainer. There we go, right. Now, all of our janitors will go and get trained, and that will start the ball rolling on that, which is really good, that's what we want. And yeah, we're looking pretty clean. We are going to sell that cactus. I'm going to put in some new ones. So let's find some nice decorative items. And we'll just start dotting around some really attractive looking rose bushes and sunflowers and just general plants. Cool. And can we squeeze one in there? No, doesn't look like it. What about a yucca? Will that go in? No, too close to the main door. We have we had an earthquake? I think we might have had an earthquake. Cactus. Do they water the cactus? I don't know. We'll soon find out. And a nice palm tree. We'll put the palm trees right by this door here. We've done that. We have made a loss, though. We've got some staff promotions. We aren't going to promote anybody yet. We just want to get these janitors trained. We only trained 4. Did I only send 4 to train? I think I might have done. That's fine. I'm not too bothered about that. Luckily, though, what that means is we can now bring in more janitors to actually train a new kind of generation of janitors, so that's good, and that should take us to our 1-star pretty easily. The one thing we do have to be aware of, though, is we are going to need to start putting in some more diagnosis rooms. So I'm going to bring in this general diagnosis, which I think should help us get some kind of steps towards the next level that we need for our diagnosis pathways. Of course, we can actually upgrade these once we've got janitors who are trained to do so. We did train a 5th janitor, that's good. Right, we don't have any more janitors available for training, so we're going to hire another new janitor. And we're going to have this one train in... what can we train them in? We'll train them in mechanics. We'll bring in a guest trainer, but we'll also have... Oh, we don't have any other janitors who can train in mechanics, so what I'll do is I will just hire another one. Cool, right. We now have 2 janitors who are going to go and train in mechanics. That means we'll have 2 janitors who can actually start upgrading our machines for us, and it'll take us to 7 of 12. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. We can then start upgrading our machines. We've got a ward required. I'm going to send them home. Let's have a look at what other hires we can get. We do have a couple of nurses here. This one in particular I'm going to bring in, and we will just have them work in our pharmacy and our wards. I'm assuming we're going to need a fracture ward as well, so we'll have that marked up as well. Ooh, we'll have them in indentification as well. So next then we'll get a ward. Now we do need to be very careful with our budget for this, so we are down to 40,000. 90 days without a death isn't too bad, that's pretty achievable. Now while we are getting to this point, I'm going to very quickly pop down a few more benches. And we'll get our first, let's have a luxury snacks machine on this side and a luxury drinks machine down here by the ward. Then we'll put in a few more benches just to finish it off. A couple of purple benches yet again just on this wall here. And that should give people places to sit. Now, could we do with some entertainment? I certainly think we can. Let's get a couple of things put in for entertainment. So we'll have the endless dungeon arcade machine that can go down here, and we'll also just put a generic arcade machine in here as well, and I think maybe a couple of telephones there, and bins. Actually, we could do with some bins, so let's find some bins. We've also unlocked Tooth Mutiny, and we did our staff challenge of going 90 days without a death. Oh right, okay. That's pretty impressive, actually. We have trained 7 of 12 janitors. We've got 4 trainees available. They are all our doctors and our nurses. So our first doctor, we're going to have them train in general practice. We only have the one... Oh, we got no money. What's our income and outgoings like? Ooh, okay. That's a bit dicey. we can't do any more training. In fact, yeah, we can't train anyone at all. We just need to get more patients in. And having the... Ooh, can we copy this? I think this one's quite expensive. Oh, yeah, we need another 5 grand to do that. Right, okay, that's fine. I think we can do this. There we go. We've got another upgrade ready. We can copy this GP's office and just pop it down this side for now. And then hire a brand new doctor. We will take on this one. And that gives us a tiny bit of money left, but we have a promotion as well and more training. We're not going to do any of that yet. We need to make sure that we are at a point where we're going to start turning a profit. We're doing all right on watering our plants though, which is pretty good. I think to try and throttle things a little bit, we're just going to increase our prices a little bit, pop it up to 50% more expensive. We are now in debt, but we should recover that as the month goes on. And I am already at a stage though where our reputation being quite high and having a good start to the level is starting to impact our queues, which isn't great. We don't have money to put in any more benches either. So this is where, like I said, things can start to derail pretty quickly. So we just need to be not as aggressive as we have been and get these people coming through the hospital a little bit smoother. We have watered 12 of 40 plants, which is pretty cool. Where's this VIP patient? Where are you? Can we bump you up the queue? Are you about to go in? You're going in. Excellent. Right, good. We're at the end of the month almost, though, which isn't great. We need to... okay, a fracture ward. Damn. I can't afford a fracture ward, so unfortunately that VIP isn't going to work. We're sending you home. We've got a few people with lightheadedness. Do we have a... Surely we do. We must have, yeah, the deluxe clinic is there, 27,000, so we're a bit shy of that. End of the month, where do we go to? 1,000. Wiggy is coming in to visit the hospital. So, we are now at a point where we're almost breaking even, which means we can potentially save up enough money this month to get in our actual new room, the deluxe clinic. Staff training again. We're just going to continue to reject things. Somebody has died. Are we now getting the ghost? No. Good. We could do with training one of our new janitors in ghost capture though, just to be on the safe side. So where are all of our janitors? We've got a couple here who are ready for promotion. So we're going to try and promote them, but keep that salary very low. And then we'll do the same with someone else. We go, right, much better. Then we'll put these benches in. We create a little corridor going to the training room. And then when I need to, I can pop another GP's office in this little corner here. We are 10 grand down now. Let's have a look. We've missed out on no deaths. I think we only had the one death this year and it was right near the end. But we've got most prestigious, Employer of the Year, Rising Star and Best Teaching Hospital, which is very good. So can we hire another GP and one who is trained in general practice? Fantastic. Right, that's another doctor coming in. And what we can do with that doctor now is have them train up our new doctors in general practice level 1. So we are getting off to a decent start. We do need to get some patients with blank look in though, so that's going to be something that we need to manage very quickly. Where is blank look? Have we had any patients with blank look in yet? Psychiatry, football crazy. Excellent. That was football crazy. I was wondering. Right, anybody with a diagnosis of blank look yet? What are you? What's going on? We're not sure. Right, we've got deluxe clinic. I can afford that now, so let's get that deluxe clinic built. Pop that down here. It fits in quite nicely. Quickly put in a few benches right next to it. There we go. Right, okay, now we need a doctor to work in there actually, don't we? Is it a doctor or a nurse? It is a doctor. Don't have any doctors trained in treatment, so we'll just pop one in. We've got a new one there. Once that ghost capture is finished, we can prepare for any more deaths. So this is good. This is good. We're getting a nice bit of training done. We're about halfway on our plants. We still need some patients with blank look. So can we have a little bit of a look? Some patients are too hot. Let's go back to our aircon temperature. And we'll get our larger aircon unit. We'll put one back in here. Will a small one do the trick? Oof, no, not quite. I just sell that one now. We can put another one here by the door. Need somewhere here. I pop that there, I'll move that sunflower there, and then we can put this aircon unit against the door. Excellent. Right, we could do with some more plants though. I want to try and push that as quickly as possible because I think my main kind of focus is going to have to be curing those patients with blank look. So let's get a few more plants dotted around here. That'll also increase the patient happiness because the place will be looking a lot nicer. The palm trees, I'm going to put one like here. It's not in a great position. We can probably do something about that and make it look a little bit better. Maybe move it somewhere where it's a little bit more attractive, but for now I think that'll do us. Right, okay, we're gonna get rid of that purple bench so I can fit another yucca in here, and then just a general plant there, and we'll put a rose bush either side of the aircon unit, and then I think we'll put some sunflowers either side of this one just to hide it. Can't have everything looking horrible here with aircon units sticking out of everything, and then we'll put like a couple of generic plants in here as well, just framing things a little bit nicer. Okay, demand for a psychiatry. We've got another promotion. We'll do that. We're gonna send you home and send you home. 60 grand in the bank with a cure rate of 50% now. Good, that's getting better, but we do need to make sure that we are training our staff adequately. Do we have any more? No. What about promotions? Can we promote some more janitors? We can. We're going to promote Hannah Pie. There we go. Blank look has now been discovered. Excellent. That's what we need. And we'll drop down that money. I think 9,000 might be the kicker for this. Yeah, it is. That'll do. Excellent. Right, now we can train those 2 janitors. Right, let's have a look at our overlays. Let's see how we are looking at patient happiness. Everybody's generally quite happy here. What about health? Also pretty good. Attractiveness is good. Temperature's not too bad. Thirst, we've got a lot of thirsty people here. What about hunger? Quite a few hungry people as well. Let's put in a water cooler. Food and drink. I do have a water cooler somewhere. There's a rainwater at the water cooler. There we go. We'll pop a water cooler in right here next to reception, and we'll stick another one somewhere else, like here. Good place for one, and a sweet dispenser as well. Then I think we can get in, what else can we put in? Drinking fountain in, that'll be a good one. Put a drinking fountain there, and one here. And then another sweet dispenser, why not? And we'll also put in a little bit more entertainment. That's the training done. That's our janitors fully trained. Excellent. We're going to have to probably train more janitors later on. I guess it's one of the core objectives of this, given that it was quite a janitor-heavy description. We're going to put a space cowboy in. I like the space cowboy. He's pretty cool. We'll put one space cowboy there and then one like right across here. They can shoot across the mono circus where we have all of those mono beasts. That's not lined up. That's horrible. There we go, that's better. Again, I can't deal with a psychiatry right now. We need to make sure that we're doing everything else. We are at 34 of 40 plants watered. The cure rate is decent. I think we probably do need a psychiatry though, so we're going to kind of work towards that next. I will bring in another doctor to train up in psychiatry. We could also do with duplicating our general diagnosis because there's quite a few queues forming with that. There's a telephone and a plant, I think it was. So let's put the telephones back in as well as some more benches. So we'll put some benches going up here and get a telephone for entertainment along that side wall. And I'll also put a magazine rack in. We'll get rid of the mono circus and we'll also get rid of the space cowboy. We'll put a accordionatron right here, then a telephone, and a coin drop right there. Cool. Right, excellent. Cure rate is starting to go up, and we also have a staff promotion. No injection room, will send you home. The psychiatrists are now almost trained. Now this room, it's very important that we do not set it to diagnosis. It's treatment only. And a staff promotion, no. Right, okay, good. Let's get our drug mixer improved, and we'll also start pumping some money into improving our easy scan and all of our diagnostic equipment. We definitely need blank look though. I don't really fancy running an advertising campaign for blank look, so we just need to hope that we get some more patients coming through that are actually diagnosed with blank look. So maybe we are missing something like a cardiology. and putting that in will help us with the diagnosis. So we'll get rid of whatever was there and be mindful to put those entertainment items back in. So it was a endless arcade machine and a standard arcade machine. I think there might have been a plant there as well, but we don't necessarily need that right now because we don't need to use any plants for anything now. We've watered 40 of them, so we can just leave it as it is. I don't think we had any deaths this year. Oh, we did. But we've got the same awards as we got last time, so pretty happy with that. That's not too bad. Okay, we've got a heart racer in now. We are upgrading that. We're getting quite a few upgrades in. The face stamp is unused. I'm going to call a janitor to repair it just in case. And yeah, we don't have anyone queuing for it, unfortunately. That might be because we haven't like maximized the diagnostics pathway yet. Let's have a look at our staff. We've got plenty waiting for promotion, I think. Yeah, right, okay. Don't really want to promote any more janitors. I think we need to try and promote some doctors. So we're going to promote these 3 and send you home. We don't want you using the injection room. And again, the GPs, we're going to promote them. Another GP will promote them. Completely forgot to mess around with the salary, which is a little bit frustrating. So next time we promote them, we're going to have to do the same. We want to go diagnostics level 2 now. General practice level 2. Bring in a guest and have these 3 train in it.
The hospital may well be haunted.
Hopefully now that's going to arrest the issues that we're having and get these GPs officers fully staffed, get the queues moving quickly, and then we can maybe start thinking about expanding the hospital because we've got a few new plots that we can move into somewhere. There's one.
Doctor to the deluxe clinic.
This is a big series of plots actually, isn't it? There's plot 3. Is that plot 2? Okay, interesting. So what's our VIP patient got? They haven't arrived yet. But it's a very interesting layout. We're going to need to be very mindful of that. Lots of small buildings just in various different places. So until I'm ready to expand, I'm not going to. Our reputation is pretty low and our level's at about 8, so 8 and a bit. So we just need to be very, very careful with how we're managing these things. Like last time around, I can't remember what it was called, the very last one of the Bigfoot expansion, we had an absolute hell of a time finishing that one off because of the issues that we were having. Anyway, we have a staff request to earn $100,000. We got $65,000 left to go. I'm pretty confident we can get that within the 90 days. We just need to get these staff fully trained. Then we can bring some people into the GP's office, get them cycled through pretty quickly and get things sorted. So there you go. We are starting to already bring in a bit more money. We do have an electrical storm now. But yeah, no one with blank look in here yet. And we're looking pretty heavy on the GP stuff right now. So let's have a look at our finances and our prices. I'm going to boost those up a little bit more as well. 100%. Send patient home and set. Definitely not dealing with DNA stuff right now, so they are going to be going home every single time. So I think the best thing to do now, as we're not developing, we're going to jump ahead a little bit further. I'm going to try and let things run as they are. All I'm going to be doing is training staff and making sure that everything's running smoothly. I'm not going to be building any more rooms because I don't really want to yet. I would rather save that up and get my staff trained and promoted adequately, making sure that they're doing all of the right things to take this hospital forward. So I will see you in a moment. I am going to actually upgrade some of my machines though. We're going to set that away very quickly before we move on to the next portion of the level. Alright, so we're about to cure hopefully our 10th patient with blank look. There we go, that is now done. We just need to get our cure rate up to 70%. Now, that's difficult at the moment because we continue to have to send patients home because we don't have adequate treatment rooms for them, which means our cure rate drops down every time we do that. So I'm going to pop down our injection room now. You can see I've already cleared some space by removing one of our general diagnoses in there, and I'm going to pop in an injection room. We already have a staff member trained in using the injection room. They were a brand new hire, so we've put down our injection room. We're going to immediately upgrade the jab master, and hopefully that'll help things run a little little bit smoother. If we just go to our staff, I have hired some more staff. We do have right there Jacinta Monk, who is trained in using the injection room. We are going to just have Jacinta use the injection room. We don't have a pharmacy trained nurse at the moment because I sacked them. After kind of using them to train up some new staff and then forgetting that I needed someone who was trained in pharmacy management. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part, but we're on the lookout for another pharmacy trained nurse. But for now, we do have some staff members who can work in there. I'm just going to have Josiah Cucumber here only work in the ward. And I also adjusted my ward so that it was set up for treatment only. We don't want diagnosis happening in the ward because it is taking up too much time. So we'll get someone hopefully in here to work in the injection room very soon. And then hopefully that'll help us with our cure rate. The other thing we could put in is the clown clinic or the, I think the pest control was another one that was requested. We're definitely not going to be doing the DNA lab. I'm going to have to take the hit on that and just hope that we can sort it out eventually. Now we have a machine here that is in desperate need of repairing, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this one off very soon. We only need to cure 2 more patients, I think, to get our cure rate up to 70%, which is really good. Other than that, we're going quite well. We've got 1.3 million in the bank, which is going to set us up really nicely going into the next objectives, where I am going to have to buy another plot. I'm going to keep our prices at a very high level for now. I did reduce the cost to the blank look cure down to 80% cheaper than what it currently is. So we're going to just change all of this. We're going to reset everything and then just boost it all the way back up to 100% of the cost, and hopefully that will give us a bit more money. I'm not so bothered about our reputation at the moment. We can push that a little bit later on because at the moment it's giving us a nice opportunity, and there we have it. Our 1-star objective is complete. So yes, before I read that out, it's giving us a nice opportunity to just slowly develop because we don't have a great turnover of patients coming in. It means we can cure the ones that we get in a nice smooth way. But we do need to be very careful not to overexpand, because the one thing that I hate is when everything just goes out of control and you get queues everywhere. So we are trying to very slowly train up our staff this time, which I do try, and then I think I'm going to rush this now and see if I can do it, and that's where calamity ensues. So we have got our 1-star rating here. When I was first informed of your arrival in Pebberley Reef, I feared the worst, that some kind of embarrassing organisation collapsing indecency had caused you to flee our shores. When I learned that you were in fact establishing a hospital, I understood you were merely suffering a breakdown. Needless to say, I'm thrilled and have stopped shredding my papers. Continue to luxuriate in the sand for more rewards, or return to the mainland and get back to work. Lots of love, Tarquin Foxbridge, the Health Minister. So we've unlocked some posters and stuff. Really cool, and that was a nice smooth start to the level. You can see now we need a cure rate of 80%. We need to hire 12 janitors, so 5 more, have an attractiveness rating of 75%, and upgrade 15 machines. Now, unfortunately, I have already upgraded all of the machines in here. So our next step will be to expand, which means our attractiveness rating is going to drop when we take on the new building. And then obviously we need to go for our cure rate and hire some more janitors. I'm going to unlock that building now in advance of our next kind of expansion. I will also take the plot next door to it, because why not? So we'll get those unlocked, and then we will have a nice new building to work in next time. I think before I actually start the recording and you see the next sort of level in progress, I am going to do some development. I'm probably going to unlock the next kind of set of cure rooms and treatment rooms that we need. So we'll bring in probably the pest control and the clown clinic. I'm not going to do DNA lab yet, but I do have a doctor who is currently trained in DNA and is working, hopefully working their way up. If I just have a quick look here, doctors, DNA and treatment, so they can start working in the DNA lab. They're currently not, but they are going to continue to get experience and hopefully get better treatment skills as they progress. So you can see already our hospital attractiveness level has dropped to 65% as we took on this new building. But other than that, pretty happy with how things are going. I'm going to spend a bit of time off camera just resetting things, getting all of my new rooms put in, and then we will see you for the next episode. So thank you all again for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you're enjoying revisiting 2 Point Hospital with me whenever I can actually get a recording put together. But hopefully we'll get Pebberley Island completed in the next few weeks over the Christmas period. So thanks all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.